Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition for tonight headlines. We have the president of the Arab Academy for Science and Technology and the Maritime Transport visited the Naval Training Center of the Egyptian Coast Guard. For the international scene, Ukrainian forces has received order to leave Severodonetsk. Welcome to our newsroom. In the continuity of his working visit to the Republic of Djibouti, Professor Ismail Abdel Jafar, President of the Arab Academy for Science, Technology and Maritime Transport, visited the Naval Training Center of the Djiboutian Coast Guard located in Dorale Camp, where he was welcomed by Colonel Wais Omar Boghore, Commander of the Coast Guard, in the presence of the Ambassador of the Republic of Djibouti in Egypt, Ahmed Ali Barre, Dr. Jama Mohammed Hassan, President of the University of Djibouti, and Colonel Ahmed Jama Daher, Commander of the National Navy. After an introductory discussion and a visit of the Camp Dorale, the commander of the Egyptian Coast Guard took this opportunity to present the delegation the missions and operational capabilities of the Egyptian Coast Guard. At the end of his presentation, a rich discussion was established between the two parties who shared their particular experiences in the maritime file, and more particularly at the level of training in the maritime professions. The delegation also had the opportunity to visit the infrastructure of the Camp Dorale, and more particularly the Center of Naval Instructions of the Coast Guard, which is the main training pole of the institution's personnel. It is important to underline that the Arab Academy for Science, Technology and Maritime Transport is a leading institution in Africa and in the world in the field of university training in maritime professions such as navigation, mechanic with an experience of 50 years. The Djiboutian Coast Guard currently has 16 officers in training in this academy. The visit ended with an exchange of gifts between the two parties and a family photo. Continuing his working visit to the Republic of Djibouti, Professor Ismail Abdel Jafar, President of the Arab Academy for Science, Technology and Maritime Transport, visited the University of Djibouti, where he was welcomed by Dr. Jama Mohammed Hassan, President of the University of Djibouti, in the company of the Ambassador of the Republic of Djibouti in Egypt, Ahmed Ali Barre, Colonel Wais Omar Boghore, Commander of the Djiboutian Coast Guard. This visit was an opportunity for both parties to discuss topics of common interest, especially in the field of vocational training, and exchange on their respective experiences. The delegation also had the opportunity to visit the infrastructure of the University of Djibouti and took advantage in this explanations from the president of the University of Djibouti. It is important to underline that the Arab Academy for Science, Technology and Maritime Transport is a leading institution in Africa and in the world in the field of university training in maritime professions such as navigation, mechanics with an experience of 50 years. The visit ended with an exchange of gifts between the two parties. The first group of Djibouti pilgrims arrived in the Holy Land Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to perform the Hajj 2022 amid strict sanitary measures to limit the spread of COVID-19. Upon their arrival at the airport, the pilgrims were received by the members of the missions, including the head of the mission, Ismail Hassan Roble. The Ministry of Islamic Affairs spared no effort to enable the Djibouti pilgrims to perform the Hajj with ease. It is reported that the number of Djibouti pilgrims performing the Hajj pilgrimage for the current year has reached 1,000 pilgrims. It is also noted that the Saudi authorities have limited the number of pilgrims for this year to 1 million pilgrims due to the corona pandemic, while the Ministry of Hajj has stipulated a regulation stating that this year's Hajj is intended for the age group below 65 years with the requirement to complete vaccinations with basic doses of COVID-19 vaccines approved by the Saudi Ministries of Health. Saudi Arabia stressed the need for pilgrims to observe precautionary measures their health and to preserve their health and safety. A violent storm hit in the evening of June 22, 2022 in the Galilee of Ali Sabih. This storm, accompanied by strong wind, did not last long, but considerable, caused demolitions of 16 buildings in Galilee on the spot. An important delegation led by the Deputy Prefect of Ali Sabih region, Umar Idris Sugay, in company of the chief of the villages, and went yesterday to Galilee in order to see the damages caused by the violent storm. After meeting with the affected residents, the deputy prefect and his entourage informed them that they had relayed their appeal for help to the government in spite of the seriousness of the damage. Fortunately, no human losses were reported. The Djibouti Social Development Agency, IDDS, organized Wednesday, June 22, a ceremony to award certificate to 96 young people who won competitions for the best business plan organized in the capital in Obok in April 2022 within the framework of the Development Response to Displacement in the Horn of Africa project. These 96 young people will create 32 income-generating activities, all financed by the Djibouti Social Development Agency for a total amount of 12 million Djibouti franc. During this ceremony, 25 other income-generating activities existing and operational to date were rewarded for their efforts with a check of aid fund from 75,000 to 100,000 per. The ceremony was attended by the Yemeni refugee communities of Markazi, which also received aid and support funds for their EJ in Obok. It should be noted that during this day, the refugee residing in Obok celebrated like the World Refugee Day on June 20. The ceremony was attended by the prefect of Obok, Abdul Malik Mohammed Benoita, the president of the regional council, Mohammed Ismail, the national parliamentary, the national deputy, Abdurrahman Awale Yassin, the mayor of Zela, Yusuf Awale Daher Mahdi, and the defense and security forces such as the army colonel Ilyas Omar Yusuf, the police colonel, and the gendarmerie captain. The sport complex of City Nasib and foundations of EOJ has hosted a workshop on road safety awareness, the first of its kind to be organized in the Republic of Djibouti. This workshop, organized by the Association's Initiative 53, was chaired by the Mayor of Djibouti City, Said Dawood Mohammed, in the presence of the President of the Municipality of Balbala, a representative of the National Police, Ismail Hared, and of Road Safety, as well as the close collaborators of the Mayor of the City of Djibouti. In addition to the officials, this workshop was held in the presence of the founders of the Association Initiative 53, namely the President of the Association Initiative 53, Mr. Shaham Mohammed Abdallah, the Secretary General Guled Abdi Migani, a representative of the WHO, Dr. Eric Ngumana. May, in addition, a forum of parent and child, as the theme of this workshop was Children's and the Road. The organizations of this first activity of the Association's Initiative 53 concerning road safety was to raise awareness of the incalculable risks relating to the road accidents. The president of the association is 53, Shahim Mohammed Abdallah, said that the initiative aims on the one hand to promote and encourage all initiatives for the protections of road users, and secondly to prevent road traffic accidents. The activity of the associations are focused on three main areas: road safety education for children and teenagers, awareness and information on road safety for the general public, and proposal for measures to improve road safety. For his part, the mayor of the Djibouti city, Mr. Said Daoud Mohammed, has indicated in his speech that it is thus on the circuit printed off the road and with scooters that the children of the city Nasib to begin to make their first step toward an education on the road safety. This action of awareness of road prevention through an animation was a success in the measures of the parents of the city Nasib welcomed, while requiring these associations to continue its gestures and all its effort to save lives. The police in the regions of Dakhil celebrated yesterday the 45th anniversary of the creation of the National Police. The ceremony, chaired by the prefect of the region of Dakhil, brought together several members of the regional councils, including the president of the regional council, the police commander Osman Ismail. Civil personalities and customer leaders attended the event. The commemoration ceremony started with the review of the troops and the salute of the flag by the prefect of the region of Dakhil, accompanied by Commander Osman Ismail, head of the police detachment of Dakhil. After the passage of the salute of the flag, the commander Osman Ismail read in a solemn tone a long speech of the General Directors of the National Police, Colonel Abdulrahman Ali Kahin.
Aujourd'hui, nous fêtons ensemble l'anniversaire de la police.
The festivities concerning the Independence Day were simultaneously launched on Wednesday evening in the three communes of the capitals, indeed a moment of communion marked by songs and dances. The artistic troupe of the countries have sung with the chorus songs related to the history of our country until its accession to independence. In the township of Rustica, the atmosphere was in a at its peak, or the inhabitants of this township who came in large numbers to attend this evening.
جاي هذا الكوكو شون يري إيه هذا فلو جاي هيا عبا وكان أجت بقي بالعنو وعفايدة برسلو أجت عندي دكيانو راسي دايما وليلو أجت بقي بالعنو.
The festivity for the Independence Day were simultaneously launched on Wednesday evening in Nasib City, a moment of communion marked by the songs and dances performed by the artistic group. As part of the implementation of the project funded by the European Union, Components 2 on the consolidations of the empowerment of Djiboutian women and girls, in particular on family planning, and Components 3 on the protections of women's and girls' rights, in particular on the fight against female genital mutilations, on the initiative of the UNFPA, Djibouti, and the Ministry of Women and Family. A meeting was held on Wednesday, June 20, with the concentrated services of the region of Tajora to create a framework for consultation and coordination of activity in the region. The objective was to return and consolidate the essential package of activities in the region is carried out by the local community and the project to the concentrated services, and to create a framework for consultation and coordination to develop avenue of sectoral collaborations and center synergy of actions. Present were representative of the prefectures, the sub-prefectures, and the regional council, the Ministry of Health, the UNFT, the Ministry of Muslim Affairs and WAF, the Ministry of Social Affairs Solidarity, the Ministry of Justice, the Ministry of Education, and General Secretariat of the Ministry of Women and Family. The Association for the Promotions of Sport and Social Activity in the regions of Arta, in collaboration with the prefecture, organized to the cleaning day entitled Arta Clean City. The inhabitants of the regions of Arta took part in this day, as well as the elements of the regiments of rapid actions and the Inter-Arms Military Academy of Arta. During these cleaning operations, the president of the Associations for the Promotion of Sport and Social Activities in the region of Arta thanked all those who participate in these days and said that it is within the framework of activities marking the 45th anniversary of the independence of the Republic of Djibouti. For the international scene, Ukrainian forces have been ordered to withdraw from Severodonetsk. Governors, Ukrainian forces were ordered to withdraw from the city of Severodonetsk in the east of the country. It's an announcement made by the regional governors. The Ukrainian armed forces will have to withdraw from Severodonetsk. They have been ordered to do so. Sergio Gaide, the governor of Lugansk, where this strategic locality is located, said on Telegram, Severodonetsk is for several weeks the scene of the bitter fightings with the Russian armies. Russian forces are multiplying their offensives in eastern Ukraine. On Thursday, they conquered Loskutiva and Rey Oleksandrivka, two towns located a few kilometers from Lysychansk, and attacked Sirotin at the gates of Severodonetsk. The fighting is intensifying, reported the regional governors of the Donetsk region, who assured that no town is safer today for the population. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.